Jim Neises from Mentone, California, and I've had this truck since 1972.
What is it?
It is a 1933 Ford Double B tow truck.
You've had it a long
I've had it a long time. It's got the somewhat original 21 stud flathead engine that I finally put together about 4 years ago. Originally it had a full race 24 stud flathead engine that I had built back in 1973. But as the years go by, I decided it's time to pull that one out and get this one ready. I've actually had the engine that's in there since 1975.
Just relaxing somewhere?
Yeah, it was relaxing on my engine stand for many, many years. But I finally got everything together, and it's a runnable truck. You can see it's got a Marquette boom on it. I've seen two other Ford trucks. One is a 35 and the other is a 36 that has that same Marquette boom assembly on it, not a Holmes boom. So it's something different. I've done some scouring in the internet, but there's nothing with Marquette boom depicting a tow truck design.
Did it work up until you got it?
Oh, it's still workable.
Oh, okay.
I've done it for moving things around the backyard. I can pick things up. The heaviest I've ever picked up is a 3-ton truck. It was very light on the front end. But that was about it. That was the heaviest thing I had in the backyard to move around.
When you bought it back in the early 70s, was it just for fun?
Well, with scouring the San Bernardino Sun, they always had an antiques and classics venue in the want ads or for sale. And so I discovered this one. A gentleman had it for sale, 33 Ford tow truck. So I was in San Bernardino at the time and went over to see it. Said, okay, I'll buy it. And at that time, it was the most expensive truck I'd ever bought. So I paid $600 for it. But it was a runnable truck. I got it started. But in order to get it home, I decided I would just take it behind my 29 Model A stake bed. And so that's what I did. I latched onto it with a chain. It was about a 15-mile drive. And I think it took, of course, it's vaguely remembering. That's been how many years now?
Well, I was thinking how old the 40 or the 29 would be at that point. So it would have been 43 years old.
Yeah.
Did you get a bunch of looks?
At that time, there was very few cars on the road anyway, and I didn't have any problem with driving it. Say horns honking and hands waving, such like that you're going too slow. No, I just puttered my way home. And I want to guess it probably took 2 hours to do 15 miles.
The pedals in this are really small.
Oh, the brake and clutch pedal?
Yeah.
That's standard Ford.
Okay.
Kind of known as Target pedals. And then the accelerator pedal is the standard Ford spoon. Yeah, everything is as original as I could make it, with some modifications. It does have turn signals in it. The cab stacks are not original, but with things that the individual wants to do to it, I did my share to it. When I did initially get it home, I stripped it down to the bare frame and did a lot of hand scraping and wire brushing to get it to a bare metal condition and then start from there. Everything has been redone. All the drivetrain, the rear axle, trans.
What is the transmission?
It is a 4-speed compound low transmission. And I haven't added up to a good road speed, so to speak, because the engine still has, as a brand new engine, 500 miles on it since I put it together. I get it up to 35 miles an hour, and that's as fast as I'm going to go right now. As if you've known of flathead engines, they either run cool or they run hot. This one is running very cool. I've been very happy with it. But on a day like today, which is going to be, 100 plus degrees, I wouldn't take it out because it would probably overheat, and I don't want it to get extremely hot.
Did you work in this industry?
No. I started, that's another story. I wanted to be a machinist. My first adventure with knowing it was when I was 13 years old and found a book called Machine Tool Operation, copyrighted in 1937. And I saw that and started reading and says, this is what I want to do. So at 13, that was my plan. And luckily through Redlands High School and with Valley College, they had machine shop courses, and I took those. And in 1968, I found a job in San Bernardino to a machine shop that was on South E. It's called Walter Machine, Fred G. Walter and Son. It was established in 1922. I started working there in 1968 and finished working there when it finally closed up in the year 2018. I had 50 years in that shop. Met my wife there because she was in the office. Got married in 1981, and we've got 3 wonderful children, 2 boys and a girl. Happy to say all 3 of them have bachelor degrees from college, and they're smarter than me, and which is always good to know. I always say that when you guys can make more money than I am, then I'm happy.
Are they into old trucks too at all?
The middle son is, because he has a 1944 Ford Jeep that he rebuilt pretty much from the frame up, did everything here in Mentone, has driven it to various venues. We've been, if you know where Vista, California is, we've taken it down there, which is about a 85-mile trip. And
would have taken a couple days in this.
If I were to take that now, well, put it bluntly, what I do have for military vehicles is a 41 Dodge half-ton pickup and a 42 GMC 3-axle cargo truck. And the cargo truck, top speed on it is 45 miles an hour. And I did take it down there with my son driving his Jeep, those 85 miles, and it took us 4 hours.
Oh, but you have probably had the time of your life, right?
Yeah, up to a point.
Okay.
The first 20 miles, yeah, that's okay. But then after that, it is dealing with traffic off the road. Yeah, it was kind of warm, but the trucks have the windshields that open up from the bottom, and you can have that type of air conditioning. Plus the cowl vent opens up. So there is some
it's like you're
movement
in a
of
wind
air.
Tunnel.
Yeah, if you can go faster than the wind is blowing, then you're doing well.